Some of you guys may know I've actually been working at a domino store for a little over 2 years now. I just put in my 2 weeks, but I'm hoping to have some time off because here in October I should be starting, or hopefully we'll be starting the police academy, and I'm hoping I have some time in between to have some more me time, some relaxing time, as well as more time to work out in the gym and become more physically fit for the academy. But this is about a quote I had at Domino's. I said one time. It was a random, weird kind of impulse thought of a joke or a quote that I had one time. I shared it with one of my coworkers, Tucker. That quote is, "Sometimes a bag floats in the wind, sometimes it doesn't." This quote, like I said, weird, meaningless, just weird, but it was funny for us. But as some of you guys know, I have been working on my Instagram account, trying to make it more fitness motivated, helping people go to the gym, work on becoming healthier themselves, whether that's watching what they eat, working on exercising, having mentally positive thoughts. And I'm also trying to implement that on my TikTok channel as well. But I figured, let's try to take this quote and turn it into something meaningful. Let's make it not just a random funny goof that I had one time that we make references to, but let's make it more meaningful. Let's give it something. So how I'm trying to take this quote is seeing everybody as essentially like a bag. Everybody is a bag, whether that's your mother, your sister, your neighbor, your teacher, your best friend. Everyone is a bag. And you can be a trash bag. Now, when I say trash bag, I don't mean your garbage, your trash, your bad. No, I mean like the sheer size of a trash bag. You can be a big bag that it takes up a lot of space, or you can be like a small sandwich bag. Everyone is a bag. And it also matters on whether, as the quote is, sometimes a bag floats in the wind, sometimes it doesn't. It matters if you are a bag that actually does float, or if you're just a bag that kind of just skids along the ground, kind of hopping up here and there, but pretty much stays low to the ground. Say you're a torn up bag or something, and gravity's not your friend right now. So essentially, how I'm wanting to put it is, you should try to float. Be a bag that doesn't just stay on the ground. Be a bag that floats. If you're floating, you are succeeding. And everybody should want to succeed. You don't want to be just barely getting by, skimming by, getting by paycheck, or if you're wanting to build up a following or whatnot, or become a content creator, you're not wanting to just be like, okay, I have, not saying that this is bad, but saying I've had only 5 follows for the past year or so. Now, granted, those 5 follows could also be very supportive in every way, but at the same time, if you want to be a content creator, you probably want to have more follows. So instead of staying on the ground and being a bag that skids, be a bag that floats. And just because sometimes you're a bag that floats, it doesn't always mean you're going to be seen. Granted, yes, you are succeeding, but it doesn't mean you're going to be seen. You could be a trash bag that, is just floating up there, nice and big, like I was saying earlier. And someone will see you and like, whoa, how's that trash bag up in the air and whatnot? That's really big. Say it's like a slightly rainy day, kind of windy out. And, you take a double take because you're like, whoa, I don't see that often. I don't see a big trash bag. You can still succeed and be seen. And sometimes being seen like that and succeeding is a good thing. But you can also be a small bag. You can be a sandwich bag. Just a little guy, still up there, still succeeding, still floating, but not quite seen. And that's okay. It's okay. As long as you are succeeding, you will eventually get that growth. You will eventually be seen. You eventually will turn into a sandwich bag, into a trash bag. It's all about floating. But if you stay on the ground and if you keep on skimming through, you're never going to be able to float. If you have that mindset of wanting to just skim by, barely get past, just kind of nearly, I don't want to say going with the flow, because that's not a bad thing, but just being okay with staying low and not really getting by as you should, you should be wanting to succeed. I'm going to grab some bags real quick so I can emphasize more of the small bag to the big bags and where you want to be and where it's just getting by. So I'm going to go get that real quick. Actually, it's kind of funny now that I was talking about, the bags floating and whatnot, and how, it could be storming and whatnot. Actually, it's about to start storming here now. The leaves are starting to blow on the trees, and there's a lot of thunder. I see I had to turn on the light. But I got a little sandwich bag here. You see this? It's like smaller than my head. Some people are down here. They're low on the ground. They're skidding. They're just barely getting by. But they want to be here. But they don't know how to get here. They try and they try, but they don't know how to get from here to here. And that is through dedication. It's through trial and error. You're not going to magically be on the bottom and get up here. I'm not up here. I'm like, here's the bottom. I'm like here maybe. I'm trying to get there, but I'm not here. I'm not up on the top. I'm not succeeding yet. I want to. I want to try to help people succeed. I'd say I am one of the sandwich bags, but I'm about here. I'm not just barely getting by. I'm not succeeding, but I am trying. I am in that phase of dedication. So here's a nice little sandwich bag for you. Like I was saying, you can succeed with this. Woo! Imagine that was floating a little bit more, or it could fall. Imagine that could float. I don't have anything good that can make things fly, so just act like it did for a minute. Then, we can grab a trash bag. This isn't even opened yet, and it's still big. Look at that. Nice and big sized. Now this, you can still be a big bag and still skim it on the bottom. You can still be way down here. Or you can still be way up there. You can be way up high. It doesn't matter whether you're a big bag or the small bag. It doesn't matter if you're always being seen or not seen. You should always try to succeed. Don't let yourself, when you're in that midpoint, like where I am right now, you don't want to just stop while you're here. It's too hard. I can't go up. There's a little bar in between there. I can't go through there. You can't just tell yourself, I'm going to stop there. This is as far as I can go. Because what if you hit that bar too hard? You just lost your bag. You're now buried on the bottom again. It's all about trying to move forward, moving up. You have to work towards your goals. Yeah, check that out. See, in this weather, you can still be a floating bag. Even if the weather gets you down or something gets in your way, I guarantee somewhere out there in that storm, there's going to be a bag that's floating. Now, we always go through different hardships or trials and whatnot in life. That's life. That's how life is. But it's up to you whether you try to push through all those challenges and those hardships to be able to succeed, to be able to float as a bag. If you want to, you have to go through and push through the hard times, the rough times, the storm that's raining down and pouring down on you and pushing you with wind. You have to walk through that storm. You need to go through it. And that is how you can afloat. That, or you can just give up with it, decide I'm going to go home, or I'm just going to wait it out and just wait for the storm to dissipate, so that way it's easy. That way I can go through it now. Well, if you wait for that storm to go past and to go through, you lost all that time that you could have had to work on yourself and to help yourself. Then if you were to have walked through the storm, whether it was tough or hard, you're strengthening yourself by going through that storm. But by sitting and waiting for it to leave, all that time that you could have had after you already walked through that storm and passed it, you just lost, and now you still have to go through. Now it's clear weather, but you still have to go through it to be able to get to where you wanted. So essentially, you've lost double that time and effort that you could have had if you had just went through it. So now instead of floating, you're skimming down on the bottom again. That's pretty much all I have for you guys. I want you all to try to succeed in life. I want to be able to help you guys out when I can. You know, I want us to all grow. I want us to do good. I want us to be strong. I want us to be the best versions of ourselves that we can be. And I believe in each and every one of you guys. I've been chatting. A good bit of you guys are from my Instagram account as of right now. And I've been trying to chat with you guys on my messages as much as I can. Trying to help out, giving out tips for motivation, tips for weight loss, tips at the gym, to, you know, better form and whatnot. I want to help you guys as best as I can. I want you guys to better yourselves if you can. And I just want to help. So I hope that this helped you guys out. And if you have any comments, ideas, or suggestions, go ahead and drop them down below. And, you know, like I was saying before, guys, sometimes a bag floats in the wind, and sometimes it doesn't. You guys have a fantastic night now. Let me know if you need anything. Reach out. Shoot me a text on Instagram. It's the same as my YouTube here, GigaLifting. You know, have a great day. Have a great day. I'll catch you guys later. If you can, go ahead and drop a like. Help me out. Even better if you guys can. If you can drop the subscribe, that helps out even more. But overall, just have a good day. And stay strong. And just don't give up. Even when things get hard. That's all I have for you guys. Have a good one. See ya.